last week we had a glitch with our system while we were recording, and so we couldn't actually record, conclusively. We couldn't conclude on what we were trying to achieve. So what you saw last was actually an extract, right? It was not the complete intended video. So today I'm going to dedicate this session to completing that session, right? It wasn't supposed to be, but it happened, right? And I'm taking up the responsibility to make sure you get the complete dose of information that will, uplift and accentuate your life, right? But before I do that, I want to give us something. I want to tell us something that I think is burning in me, right? It's burning in me because this is something many people don't understand. I hear people telling I'm an introvert, I don't know how to be charismatic, I can't rally people, I rather be on my own, I don't like getting on people's way. You can't, get in. You can't afford that. In today's world, you're going to lose. You can't afford not to get into the system because that's where you're supposed to dominate. You need to get it. And I hear people, there are legitimate concerns, right? The people, they're going to corrupt me. What they're doing is against my belief. You don't have to allow the system to influence you. But you want to get into the system to understand how to make impact in the system. In the system, you need to get in. Get involved. Period. If you're going to be a scaredy cat in the cave somewhere, your word is never going to hear about you. Never. But if you're going to make reasonable impact into the society, into the world, into your generation, what you know that you're supposed to do, you need to get involved. You need to go into the system, listen to the conversations, get into the circle, mingle with them, know exactly what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, what's working, what's not working, what you should leave, what you should go into. That's exactly what it takes to win. They know it. You need it. Go get it. Period. That's one thing I want you to know, all right? Get involved. Develop the hustling spirit. I'm not calling you a hustler, right? But then you need to, there is a determination that success requires. There is what you need. There is a burning desire that you need to develop. And if you lack it, you're not winning. And you're saying to me right now, you're just saying it and it's not easy. It's not easy. I know it's not easy. I'm living my life. I do what I love. There are things I do that I don't love, but they need to be done, and I get them done. That's what is required. So you waiting for only doing the things that, are in congruency with your temperament. You don't want anything that you're going to wait. You're going to be stuck for a long time. Trust me. You're going to be stuck for a whole lot longer time than it should be, and I don't want you to do that. So please get yourself involved. Get into the system. Attack it. Learn. You want to start a business? What do you know about the business? Who do you know that you can leverage on his experience, years of experience in that business that could make the path easier for you to walk in? Who do you know? Who can you climb on his shoulders? What have you read about the business? What have you studied? Who do you know that you can associate yourself with that is in that business, that has had longer periods of experience than what you have, that you could leverage on that person's knowledge? It has to be strategic. You can't wish it out. There is what is required. There is a body of knowledge that results can't refuse. Period. Once you have that body of knowledge, there is no way under the planet that results will refuse you. The question is, do you know? And that's not even a question, because if you know, then the results should be speaking, because results can't refuse it. There is what you're yet to know. Admit it today and get yourself involved in the system. Stop being introverted. Maintain your introverts, whatever the correct word is. But then you need to develop a personal symbol of charisma for you to be able to gain influence, to gain the visage, to get into a place of visibility where you can be seen to be rewarded. You're so talented, but you are in obscurity. I don't like social media. The social media is demonic. Everybody there, they are doing things I don't want to involve, and your business needs to be marketed, and you need people to patronize what you're doing. That's not a wise thing to say, right? Get involved, get into the system, learn how things work, learn what makes things work, learn who you need to get in contact with to make the things you want to do work. Learn, study, and take action, right? Now, last section I was trying to educate us on pathfinding, right? Purpose and pathfinding, and I was telling us how that there are 5 questions you need to answer if you're going to start living a confident and purposeful life. And one of the questions I gave us, which was the only question eventually I gave us last session, was the question, where am I from? And so this session I want to dedicate it to completing that list of 5 questions. And the second question that you're going to have to answer, wherever you're watching this from, all right, I am not being a Pollyanna here, but if you don't make it a point of call, if you don't sit down and answer these 5 questions for yourself, whatever you're going to be doing is just as my people do it. You're not going to have a clear definition. You're not going to have clarity for your life. So it's necessary that you make it intentional and deliberate to answer these 5 questions. That's it. Question number 1, where am I coming from? Where am I from? That's the question of your source. Question number 2 today is, who am I? Who am I? Who are you? Do you know yourself? Do you know what you're capable of? Do you know what you're made of? Who are you? Who are you as an individual? What makes up your belief systems? What crafts your thinking pattern? You need to understand, you need to ask deliberately these questions. So who are you? Answer that question very deliberately. And this is not something you just do arbitrarily, right? You need to be very intentional about it. You need to sit up on your bed one day without distractions, without your phone in hand, without looking at the screen that you've been looking for the past 15 years that has not given you any tangible results. Put it aside for once, right? And really stay in the silence. Stay without looking at things that the internet is trying to distract you with, right? And focus and think, who am I? Who am I? Not what your teacher told you, not what your parents told you, not what your pastor, your preacher told you, your imam, your malam, whatever. Not somebody else's opinion of who you should be or who you are. It should be your definition, your own definition. Who am I as an individual? And then the second question, third actually, that you have to pay mind to very, very, very deliberately to answer is, why am I here? Now, Sila, think about that. And this is the question of purpose. The second question was the question of identity. It has to be clear. You need to know exactly who you are. And then when you know who you are, you need to ask yourself, why are you here? The question of your purpose. What exactly am I here to do? What's the reason for me being here? Because trust me, there is a cause. There is a cause for every effect. You here, there is a reason. So what's the reason? Find it for yourself. You can't shadow box. You can't go, life is too short. You can't live your life experimenting. You can't live your life based on people's opinions. You can't live your life pleasing people. It's not a good bargain. You have to be very, very deliberate. You have to sit down and really ask yourself, why am I here? What's my purpose on the earth? What solution do I come with? Because there is a problem. 4,300 religions, 8 billion people on the planet. You can't just be a coincidence. There is a reason why you are here. There is something you're meant to bet. You are a solution. You are a solution. Have you found your glitch? Have you found the fault that you're supposed to be a solution to? Ask yourself that. And when you find it, please stick to it. Please stick to it. A bird is meant to fly. A fish is meant to swim. A lion is meant to be king. Every single thing is interdependent, congruent. There is congruency. There is a place for each and every part of your body. The hand is meant to lift. Your eyes are meant to see. Your nose is meant to smell. Everything has a reason. Everything has a function. What is your function? Find it and start living a purposeful life. The fourth question you need to ask yourself is, what can I do? What can you do? What can you do? And what exactly are you ignoring? Now, understand this when it comes to your potential, right? That's the question, what can you do? It's talking about your potential. And what exactly is a potential? A potential is dormant strength, dormant ability. What something can be that it isn't yet. I can slap you, but I haven't yet slapped you. I can. I have the potential to, but I haven't yet. I can be rich, but I am not yet rich. I can be rich. I can be successful. I can be brilliant. I can be intelligent. I can be influential. I can be helpful to the society, but I'm not yet. You have the potential in you. The question is, what potentials do you have in you? What can you do? What can you contribute? Because understand this, that your reward in life is going to be in direct proportion to your degree of service. The extent to which you serve your world is the extent to which your world will respond to you, will reward you, will compensate you. So you need to find out what to offer to the world to get the compensation of the world. So what can you do? Because if you don't offer anything, you're not going to get anything. What you give is what you get. What you give is what you get. You're going to be rewarded to the measure of your input. So if you're not imputing anything into life, then it will be a scam. Because imagine that life begins to reward everybody for nothing. How is that fair? You're not even going to want the reward, because there will be nothing special about the reward. It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be unusual. It's supposed to be strenuous. You're supposed to break barriers to get to that position where the world can see you as reward worthy, right? That's exactly what you're supposed to do. To be so exceptional at what you do that the world can't refuse you, that the world can't be blind to you. You need to find your potential. Find what you're capable of. It could be singing. It could be leading. It could be speaking. It could be just, it has to be deliberate. Seek it within yourself. Don't go out there searching for it. It's within you. It's in your heart. It's in your mouth. Find it out. And there are steps. You need to refine it. You need to refine it. You need to prune it. You need to take away what the world doesn't want from it. You need to make it excellent. To be excellent. And then you need to serve it, deploy it. Take it to who needs it. You have products at home. Are you going to consume them? You shouldn't. A mango tree doesn't eat its own mango. A mango tree makes mangoes, others pluck and eat. So if your gift is only serving you, then you're not living up to the full demands for that gift. I tell you that. If your gift is only serving you, then you're not living to the full demands for that gift. You need to go out, you need to serve the world, you need to do it in such a manner that the world, that an hour of your time is priceless. Priceless. Somebody will tell you, I can't pay you. I can't pay you because this is so helpful. This is so, you're a singer. You've cooled my pressures. You've cooled my system. I can now think clearly because I listened to your song. You're a speaker. I now know exactly what to do. I now know what the problem is. Like you're listening to me right now. I'm providing solutions to you. My time is priceless. You can't pay me for it. You need to understand that. There is something that the world is willing to pay for. You might have discovered it, but then you can't serve it as discovered. The same way we don't use crude oil as we discover it. It goes through so many processes. Your petrol comes out, your PMS, your AGO, your all this, extracts come out of the same crude, but in its crude form, it is useless to everybody, to the gas user, to the petrol user, to the kerosene user, useless to everybody. It needs to be pruned. All right, find your purpose, find exactly why you're here, find what you can do. What can you do? Your potential. Find it out, prune it, and serve it to the world. And fifthly and lastly, and this is what I want to conclude with, is where are you going? And this is the question of destination. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Deliberately ask yourself, where are you going? And it could become meditation to you, and it will help you. Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? Ask yourself that. Where am I going? Wake up in the morning. Where am I going? Okay, I'm going to the office. Why am I going to this office? Is it because this is what I want to do with my life, or is it because this is just a temporary step to take me higher on the ladder to my future, to my success? Is this just another step I need to take, or is this where I should major on, so I don't major on my minors and minor on my majors? Where are you going? Where are you going with your life? What do you see in the next 5 years? What do you want to achieve? What should your world become like because you were better into it? What do you see? Where are you going? That's a question you should ask yourself, because without a destination, there is no arrival. If you don't know where you're going, you will never arrive, right? And here's what you want to understand. Whenever you get your destination clear, take action. Procrastination is the assassination of all destinations. If you procrastinate, if you don't move quickly, if you don't move intentionally, if you don't move fervently, deliberately, you're going to assassinate your destination. Why? Because you're never going to get there. So you need to be deliberate. Where am I going? Every morning, where am I going? You want to get married? Ask your spouse, where are we going? You're trying to build a business. Where is this business going? You're trying to build something. Where is this going? Where is my life going? What do I want to make out of it? And that's what you craft every other thing you engage yourself into to fall in line with. That's it. If you don't know what the destination, if you don't know what the goal is, trust me, you're going to fail. Because success has to be defined. You need to define the parameters for your success. So if you don't define what exactly would make success for me, then whatever you arrive at is a failure. Find your destination. Find where you're going with your life. And trust me, that is going to be the bedrock upon which your success will be timeless. Timeless. Absolutely timeless. Right. Now, before I leave us, I want to leave us with this. Your time is limited. From the moment you are granted life, you are guaranteed death. Period. From the day you are granted life, from the day you're given life, the liberty to live, to exist, the day you made your debut on the earth, you were given a life certificate, and simultaneously a death certificate was handed to you. You holding them both. Life, death, it's inevitable. So the question is, between your point of being bettered and your point of transiting out of life, what exactly are you going to do within that time frame? Within that time frame, life, death, this space, what is going to be written of you within this space? You are the captain of it. You are exactly the person who can determine what comes out of it. So you need to be very deliberate, very intentional, all right? And yes, let me calm down, right? Sometimes I get a little bit, action-oriented when I'm speaking on these things. But the truth is, I'm really concerned because many of us don't get it. Many of us don't get it. But I trust that you listening to me right now get this. You get this. Time is limited. Use it wisely and use it rightly. Because I found out that one of the things that destroys people in life eventually is not really getting them to do bad things with their lives. No. It's getting them to do good things that are not right for them. So they are busy. They are not productive. They are busy. They are not succeeding. There is no parameter that defines success for them. So they keep going from one activity to another, keep joining one club after another, keep joining one group after another. There is no definition. So they're busy doing good things, potential good things, but they are not right for them. So you need to be deliberate because this time is precious. Birth certificate, death certificate, you transit outside of life. And what you do within this time is left to you. Use it wisely, make impact into the world. Now, before I leave you, there is a video we made that I highly recommend. And if you haven't watched this video, I believe it's going to give you a clue to really things that should be implemented, actionable steps for your life, right? Actionable steps for your life. And I'm going to link maybe on the screen or in the description below. You see a link, follow the link go watch the video. I think that the title of the video is Buy the Truth, right? Buy the Truth. What you seek to know has a price. The price for what you seek to know, right? So you need to go watch that video, and it's going to help you greatly. And please do share this video to someone out there, as many people as you know that. And we're not trying to, of course we want to gain visibilities, no hiding that, right? I want people to get to know this content. I want people, because it's going to make an input into their lives. It's not going to waste their time. It's going to illuminate them to things they're yet to know. So I want people, it's my desire, that's why I'm doing this, right? For people to see and to be aware and to take actionable steps. So contribute, be a pathfinder, share this to as many as you can see and find, and let them know that there is greatness for them. There is greatness for them in the world. There is something they're meant to do here. They're not just here to exist, go to school, come out of school, get a job, and work maybe 35 or 40 years, and then retire with children and wait to die. No, there is more to that. A whole lot more. Trust me, a whole lot more that you can do with your time on the earth. So share this video, and yes, if you're yet to subscribe to the platform, do that right away, right? So you get notified whenever we post contents like this. You need to keep building. If you stop growing, you start dying. From the moment you stop growing, you start dying. I learn, I read. That's why I know, right? You don't seek to be known, you seek to know. And somebody said this, and I believe it's a beautiful thing to say. He said, buy the books, leave the dresses. He said, leave the clothes and buy the books. The books will clothe you. Leave the books and buy leave the clothes and buy the books. The books will clothe you. Stop buying things that are not futuristic, that are not making input into your life, at least not future basis, right? Stop doing that. Leave the clothes, buy the books. The books will clothe you forever. Thank you. Mad love. Take very good care of yourself. And yes, bye-bye.